Greetings everyone, this is FlightSimGuy and welcome to my first episode in my series of Microsoft Flight Simulator. What am I doing here? I've been doing this thing, playing Flight Sim for many years, and I figured, you know what, I have all the hardware, I have all the software, so let's just go ahead and make some videos out of them. No one's probably going to watch them, but I figured I'd just go ahead and put them together. Alright, so today what am I doing? Today we're going to just fly a regular, simple, boring VFR flight from Columbus, Ohio to Dayton. Now, it's a straight, just take off from Columbus, follow I-70 to the west until you see where you need to go, whether it's Wright-Patty Air Force Base or Springfield National Guard Base or Dayton International Airport. We're just going to go ahead and take off, do a VFR flight straight to Dayton Cox International and just land, and we're going to be doing that in this bad boy here. This is a Piper Cherokee 180 from A2A Simulations, and it's a pretty pricey add-on. A2A Simulations, they kind of go overboard with regards to all the stuff that they simulate. And for this one, got one passenger loaded, and I'm going to go ahead and simulate the walk around. That's part of the simulation package with this piece of software. Now, these videos I try to keep at 30 minutes, so I'm going to try and run through this as fast as possible. As you can see here, I also have this window in window showing the plane from a lock spot external view. So let's go through the walk around, and after that we'll go ahead and get going. Alright, start at this spot here. So now how does this work? It's been a while. You grab the flap. Oh, actually no. You got to come inside and you got to lower the flaps. There we go. And I think that's it. Now, and here's getting all foggy because the two individuals that are inside is fogging up the windows. So you come out here, you grab your flaps, make sure that's good. I've actually done this in the real world. The couple of times that I've actually flown the Cessna 172. So you come in and you check your hinges. This is just all for purposes of getting into the habit of doing it. It's a simulator. If it doesn't work, you just go ahead and reset the plane. Okay, check the tire. Tire is fine. This is, you got to check the fuel. You drain a little bit. Check to make sure there's no water in there. Come over here. Open up the fuel tank. I put 17 gallons in each tank before I got this started, so this should be good. And here we're going to check the oil. Oil looks fine. Oh, by the way, this plane degrades over time once it's installed on your computer. So as time goes on, it simulates what would happen with the normal passenger time. Check for proper inflation. Nose wheel is fine. Check inside the engine, make sure there's no bird building their nests. That's all good. Check for debris. That's all fine. Check for fuel here again. Stupid clock. Check your fuel again, make sure there's no water. Come over here. It's got plenty of gas. Check the gas again, make sure there's no water. Check the tires, proper inflation, they look fine. Okay, this is bothering me. Oh, that's a stall warning, and we got to remove these. Here we go. These are the pitot tubes. You got to remove those. And make sure that's fine. And this is all good. Flap is good there. These hinges are fine. And back here, remove the tie down. Elevator trim and hinges. Everything looks fine. And that's for your trim. And here, check to make sure that's good. Alright. And you make sure that is locked. Okay, so let's go back in here. Now, that's the walk around what I'm going to do is pull up this menu here, and my tie downs are gone and pitot covers are gone. I want to make sure those are off, otherwise when you take off you won't be able to see how fast you're going. Cabin heater, I'll turn this on in a second. Now starting this plane is a little bit tricky. Let's see if I can do it. Make it a little bit brighter in here. Got to remove these. Emergency brake is on. First thing you got to do, select the tank. Okay. And let's go ahead and remove this so I can see better. And this is your battery master. Got to turn that on. Next, we have to turn on the fuel pump. Here we go. And at the same time, let's go ahead and bring this up. Is this a fuel pump? Yeah. Primes the engine. Then we gotta 1, 2, and give it one more just for good measure. By the way, I'm not using a checklist. This is totally going by the top of my head. Alright, so turn on the power, prime the engine, and I think it should be able to turn over now. Let's go ahead and turn this, both magnetos, and let's see if we can get a start. There we go. First time. How about that? Alright. Come on. Shoot, I forgot to give it gas. There we go. There we go. Alright. Alright, well that's fine. Okay, so oil pressure, got fuel, and I'm going to lean the engine a little bit to get my EGT temperatures to go up. There we go. Okay. Let's turn on my lights. My battery master. It's my autopilot. My nav mode. Alright, this plane is kind of dark, and I can go ahead and lower my flaps or raise my flaps. Okay. We'll turn on. Where is it? Cabin main vent and defroster. There we go. Well, the radios shows they're working here, but oh well.
Bolton ground, Piper Hotel, Bravo, Oscar Hotel, Charlie, ready to taxi, west departure. Piper Hotel, Bravo, Oscar Hotel, Charlie, taxi to and hold short of runway 4 using taxiway Charlie, Alpha.
Alright, so we got our clearance to taxi. I still would like to know why I'm not able to see anything here. Obviously the radio's working, it's just not showing the digits. Must be a bug in the program. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with the taxi. And with the magic of video editing, we're gonna get there real fast. Let's see if I remember where to go. Okay, cool, I know where I am. Let's work. You know what? I should get an ATIS reading. Taking off from runway 4, so I'm going to be going. You can go this way, but let's go ahead and get an ATIS. All right. Let's go ahead and call a tower.
Tower, Piper, Hotel Bravo, Oscar Hotel Charlie, ready at runway 4, west departure. Piper, Hotel Bravo, Oscar Hotel Charlie, cleared for takeoff, runway 4, west departure, approved. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4, Piper, Oscar Hotel Charlie.
Okay, I'm going to lean my engines a little bit. Brakes on. Take RPMs up to about 1900. There we go. Alright. Brakes on this thing doesn't hold. I don't know why it does that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get going. Slowly advance the throttle. And that engine was acting like it doesn't want to go. What the problem is. Alright, my rotate speed for this thing should be right around 80 miles an hour. So right about here, and I already had the trim set back for up. So we'll just let the aircraft lift off the runway by itself. Okay. Now I've lived in the central Ohio area for going on 20 years now. So, and I've flown around here, both in real planes and on the simulator. So I know my way around. And all I need to do is keep going north-ish until I see, okay, flaps, until I see I-70, and then I'll just follow it west. Now I took off with flaps, and for a piston plane such as this one, considering it's just me and one other person, probably wasn't necessary. Now this road right here is 270. That's the outer belt. I'm just going to go ahead and keep going north until I see a big interstate going east and west, then I'll turn left and follow it until I get to my destination. Let's go ahead and climb at about 700 feet per minute, take it up to about 4,500 feet, and I'll get back with you when I do my final approach. Alright, my destination airport is showing up in the list of airports, so let's go ahead and tune. Call the tower, and we're going to do a full stop landing.
Dayton Tower, Piper, Hotel Bravo, Oscar Hotel Charlie, 1 3 miles east of Yankee land. Piper, Hotel Bravo, Oscar Hotel Charlie, Dayton Tower, enter right downwind, runway 6, right, altimeter 3032. Make right, traffic, runway 6, right, Piper, Oscar Hotel Charlie.
6 right. Very well. Okay, so this is right Pat. The one I saw before must have been Springfield Air National Guard. I always get those two mixed up. And this is about right. Here is where 70 west and 670 intersect. And this is the outer belt for Dayton. Alright, so 6 left. Alright, so what I need to do is set my heading selector to 6, so I'll know how to point. And here's the airport right here. So what I can do is come off the gas, lose a little bit of altitude, take it down to about 2,500 feet. Come down at about 500 feet per minute. So trim up a little bit. Alright, so which one of these runways is runway 6? Well, has point 660, that's a little bit before or between 45 and 90 degrees, which means it's heading east. So if I fly heading 240, I'll be flying downwind for runway 60. But at this point I can't see the runways as yet, so let's get a little bit closer first, so then I can get into the pattern. I'll get closer to the airport where I have a better visibility of the runway, and runway 6 is going to be pointing this way in some way, shape, or form. So let me get a little bit closer, and then I'll get into the pattern. Alright, now I'm flying downwind. So working with there. Here we go. Okay. Now Dayton is about 900 feet above sea level, so this says I'm 3,000 feet. I'm actually at about 2,200. When I'm about to make my turn to base, I'll go ahead and give it 1 notch of flaps. Now my cockpit should light up quite a bit when I make the turn to final, because then whatever is left of the sun will be behind me. Now this is a Piper 1...
Northwest 5885 at runway 6 left, ready for takeoff. VFR to Detroit Metro. Northwest 5885, cleared for takeoff. Runway 6 left.
This is a Piper Cherokee.
Runway 6 left, Northwest 5885.
Okay, 6 left. That's where he's taking off from. That's where I'm landing. I'm using Active Skynex as my weather engine, and that thing simulates wind or wake turbulence, so I need to be very careful. 6 left, 6 left. That's that second runway over there. This is a very small plane, very low stall speed. I really don't need a lot of runway.
Hotel Charlie, cleared to land. Runway 6 right.
Oh, 6 right.
Cleared to land. Runway 6 right. Piper Oscar Hotel Charlie.
So I can go ahead and make my turn to base. Still a little bit high up, but that's okay. I forgot to drop the flaps. I'll do that next. One notch flaps. Okay, that's not 6 right.
Northwest 5885. Contact Dayton. Departure on 118.85. 118.85.
Still a little bit high.
Northwest 5885.
Still a little bit high. Alright. It's 1,700, so I'm less than 1,000 feet up. I can go ahead and level off here. And I'll make my turn to final in a second. I'm not gonna drop my last notch of flaps, not just yet. Okay, so go ahead and make my turn. I'm gonna stall, give it more gas. There's 6 right there. Okay, at this point I'll give it one more notch of flaps. A little bit high. I like to make my approaches a little bit high, primarily because there's more room or more margin for error in case you have gusts, and I'd rather overshoot than land short. And with this small plane, there's literally a lot of runway for me to play with. So I'll take it down at about 500 feet per minute. Runway 6 right, and I'm about 500 feet up. I have full flaps. I can come in at a steeper approach. Okay, I can idle throttle here. Rudder. And there you have it. I got lots of runway. I don't need to use any brakes.
Oscar Hotel Charlie, turn next taxiway.
And my first episode, I'm going to leave it at that. I won't bother to bore you with the taxi and the shutdown. Thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you, and I will see you next time.